Hi, Taurus. Some sage and some rose petals to cleanse the space. 3 chimes to bring in positive energy. This is a general reading for the sign of Taurus. If you have Taurus anywhere in your birth chart, this is your reading. Taurus, this is a general reading. Alexa, pause music. This is a general reading. So, Alexa, pause music. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. You know what is for you and what is not for you. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Taurus. Taurus, if this is your first time tuning in, a little bit about the layout of this reading. When we look at this first row, this top row here, we are looking at your professional life, your public life, and the energy that is surrounding you there. When we look at the second row, we are looking at your home life, your private life, your personal life, and the energy that is surrounding you there, or the energy that you are creating there. Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Taurus. And Taurus, this final row is final thoughts, final messages. What is it that Spirit would like you to know or to take away from this reading? Thank you, Spirit. Messages for the sign of Taurus. And let's just get these lined up here. Perfect. I love that. And you know, before we get to the basis, the foundation of your reading, let's do our ESP, our intuition cards. I just have several shapes in black on a white base. I'll give these a quick shuffle. And if this is your first time tuning in, what I will do is I will select one of these cards. I will send that image out to you. And if at any time during this reading you know what this image is, do write that in the comment section. If not, that's okay too. Just wait until the end of the reading and I will do a reveal to see if we were able to connect intuitively. And I'm sending that image to you. And I'm going to just take this wonderful stone that is a gift from my future mother-in-law and put that on the card there. And the foundation, the basis of this reading is the 9 of Pentacles, the pre-manifestation, the preparing, the getting ready, the gathering, the creating the fertile soil in which to manifest. And that is forced by the 2 of Wands, moving towards our future, creating an environment in order to manifest what it is that we are meant to manifest in this life. And let's see how that plays into the rest of your reading this week, Taurus. We start off with the Hierophant, which is higher knowledge, higher education. Higher knowledge, higher education. Moving forward, leaving behind what is no longer serving you. There's something new that you would like to create, something new that you would like to learn. Perhaps you're considering going back to school or continuing your education or learning a new skill. And then we have the Knight of Cups. Being overly guarded, being overly protected, or being overly guarded, overly safe, playing it safe. Playing it safe. and the Star card. Anytime, the star is, the star represents the sign of Aquarius in the tarot. And the Aquarius is the great humanitarian, working for the greater good, working towards the good of all. Learning something new that is outside of your comfort zone. There's something new that you want to start. There's something new that you would like to create in your public life, in your professional life. And it is for the greater good. And you're ready to move on. You're ready, but there's something, a pause here. There's something within you here that is taking a pause, taking a step back, taking a break. Spirit is letting you know that you are making the right decision. You are moving in the right direction. Fear is false evidence appearing real. There's this pause here, or a slowdown, because you're not 100% sure. This is something new that you've been wanting to work with, but perhaps you're a little bit unsure if you're ready, if you're qualified, if you had enough. And, Taurus, that is just fear talking. You are ready. You are capable. Move forward with the vigor. And I love that we have the Star card. Anytime we're working towards the greater good, however it turns out is the right thing. Also, Taurus, Pluto is bringing luck into your career and finance sector. If there is a money job or a project that you've been wanting to apply for, or continuing your education, whatever it is that you are wanting to go for, Pluto is also there helping you, pulling in your favor. This is your time to apply. This is your time to move forward. This is your time to take that risk, to take that chance. Always bet on you. Always bet on you. You are the one person that is always going to be there for you. This is your time to be out in the public eye. And it's also your time to ask for what you would like. That is why we're seeing this Nine of Pentacles here for you, Taurus. You are in a fertile ground. You are in a state of pre-manifestation. You are in a state of manifestation, and it is your time to ask, to put yourself out there. And then we have the Ten of Wands, the bringing in of the harvest. Time for a harvest. Time for a celebration, the celebration of the harvest. I love that we have the Ten of Wands, which is the bringing in of the harvest. And the Three of Cups is actually the celebration of the harvest. The Hangman, introspection, really knowing ourselves, looking within, enlightenment. The Seven of Swords, planning, preparing, being sneaky. Sneaky is I don't know if there's a better word. Source, better word for sneaky. Preparing, getting ready without other people knowing. Winning the game without the battle. Winning the fight without a fight. Remembering the past and looking back. Taurus, you are in a time, in the energy of manifestation here, and of reaping the rewards, reaping the benefit of the passion, the emotion that you've put into a situation, and a time for celebrating that. But you keep going within, overthinking, over-planning, over-preparing. Remember, Taurus, that the past and looking back at the past can be dangerous for us. Looking back at ex-lovers that are in the past, or looking back towards a life or an experience that we had in the past, can be very dangerous at this time, Taurus. There is a reason that we have outgrown the past. There is a reason why our situation has changed. And the thing about the past, Taurus, is that when we look back at the past, sometimes it can always appear to be brighter. You know, it's like the grass can always be greener on the other side of the fence. But when we're looking back at the past, we are looking at that time, at that situation, without the intense feelings that we experience in the present. So there's a little bit of a disconnect when we look back at the past. We can look back at the past and remember that it was good. We can remember that it was painful. Or we can even remember, that it was pleasant or unpleasant for us. But the feeling is only in the present. Once a feeling is experienced, it belongs in that moment of time. We cannot take it back. We cannot move it forward. We can only experience our feelings, our emotions in the present. And since that is the case, many times when we are looking back at the past or looking back at a past situation, we will not remember it as painfully as we did in that present moment. I hope that made sense to you. Practice compassion. Emotions are only felt in the present. Justice. Feeling stuck, feeling trapped, not seeing a way out. The Queen of Pentacles, the ultimate appreciation, ultimate gratitude card, and the Tower moment, a change, a shift in consciousness. There is a need for control here. And our need for control can be a result of anxiety. It is only when we are under the illusion of having control that we experience peace. Control is an illusion, Taurus. We fight and we demand for control. And the more control that we feel we have, the more control we fight and demand for. And that really does give us the appearance of being unhinged. And when we fight, when we demand for that control, we force people out of our lives. Remember, Taurus, control is an illusion that keeps us trapped into seeking and fighting for more control. There is only one person that we can ultimately control, and that is ourselves. We can only control ourselves. We can only control our thoughts, and we can even control our emotions. And before I let you go, let's have a reveal. I'm going to send that image to you. Were you able to pick the square? If you were, I'm so glad that we were able to connect. And you were able to connect with your intuition. Like I say, Taurus, it's not about perfection. It's about the practice. And now that I'm seeing that square, I'm looking back, feeling trapped by our need to control. You are feeling trapped by your need to control. We need to loosen those reins. And instead of fighting for control, to deal with thoughts that cause us to be anxious. And that is the message that I have for the sign of Taurus. Thank you, Taurus. You have a blessed week.